Who knew that one little Rogues Gallery live announcement could cause all sorts of drama? Hey, it's Chris the Batman Statue Collector. Welcome back once again to Brotherhood of the Bat Collectibles. And yeah, I made a post today because I got a phone call. That's right, a phone call from Chad from Tweeterhead. Okay? Now, whenever you bring up the word Tweeterhead, people get instantly angry. And for very good reason. There has been a lot of silence. And it is beyond frustrating for collectors. It's beyond frustrating for me. And it is just really annoying because Tweeterhead has people's money and people just want to know where their product is, right? We've had Chad on the show many times. And again, we consider him a friend of the channel here. But at the same time, the silence has been deafening. And I've even reached out at times and haven't heard what I wanted to hear or haven't heard answers, just like you guys out there haven't heard answers either. And so for a while now, myself and others have wanted to have him come on and just tell the people, what the hell is going on with Tweeterhead. Is their money safe? Do they have a plan for shipping? Is all of this due to tariffs? You know, these are all questions that I had, and I'm sure that they're all questions you have as well. And some of you, might care behind the scenes about like what's happening with Chad and Tweeterhead. Some of you don't care at all. You just want your product or you just want your money back. 100% understandable. 100%. Well, I got a phone call from Chad and he said, hey, can I come on Rogues? And I said, absolutely. But I said that you have to understand that this show is going to be ugly and it's going to have a lot of negativity. There's going to be people that come at you. I just need you to understand that there are going to be people that come at you hard. And we are going to allow that. And I think that that is what the community needs from Chad. I told him, do not come on the show unless you have answers, because people don't want to hear excuses. They want to hear a plan. And so that is what I have encouraged him to do. So again, I've scheduled Rogues Gallery Live for this coming Wednesday. Hopefully he comes on. He asked to come on, so I'm counting on him to come on. And I also want you to ask your questions down below. We will address questions in the live chat. And there's always going to be people out there that say, hey, Chris, you're friends with that guy, and you're going to have softball questions for that guy. Not today. Not this show. Because it is time to, like I said, it's time to get answers. Put up or shut up, right? And that's just where we're at. And so, yes, I am generally the positive guy on YouTube, right? And that's why many of you watching this watch me, is because of that positivity. But when it comes to this, when it comes to silence, I do not want to happen what happened to XM, happened to Tweeterhead. But I think at this point, we're too late for that. We're already to the point of complete mistrust. And that is because of the lack of communication. And that lack of communication has, in many people's eyes, destroyed Tweeterhead. And that kills me because I love what Tweeterhead does. I love what they produce. I love the statues. I love the vision of the busts and everything else that they're wanting to do. But with no trust in the community, you won't be able to go forward. And Tweeterhead will collapse. Again, I don't want that because I'm a fan of the art. Whether you like the person behind the statues, whether you like the artist behind the statues, whatever. The art, I think everybody can agree that the art is amazing. But to come on with excuses, we've heard it before. Things are going to try to get better and then they don't. So this show, we need the answers and we need them to be for real, because if they're not real this time, then people will not ever come back. There's many of you that will never come back now. Just like with whatever happened to XM, at least XM's on kind of their way back up a little bit. I still wouldn't pre-order, but at least they're shipping product, right? And so your questions are going to be answered and we're not going to hold back. And I hope after the show, it has been worth our time. I hope we get the answers, at least some of the answers that we are looking for. And maybe he might not have all of the answers. I don't know. I'm not the business person. I don't know. So I am excited to have him on. I did tell him it might get ugly, and he's still willing to come on and face it, face the fire. So it's going to be interesting. And I know some of you out there are going to be like, they weren't hard enough. They didn't ask the questions enough. Well, that's going to be up to you guys then, because you're the one going to be answering or asking the questions, and hopefully he's going to be the one answering. I'm just going to sit back and let him do the talking, because I don't have any answers either. But I did want to at least give him the platform. But I also encourage him also to make sure you post to your community, because there's a lot of people that don't watch this channel. There's people out there that could care less about what I have to say, but this is just one platform, and hopefully the word will spread. But I do encourage him to do his newsletter like he said he was going to do every month, to communicate with the people that are buying. And I think he has a plan for that. Are you going to offer to have people pay more to get stuff here because of the tariffs? Again, hopefully all of those questions are answered. But at the end of the day, Chad has to be honest, and he has to follow through. Period. And if he doesn't, Tweeterhead's done. And I sure hope that never happens. I know you guys don't want that to happen either, because you like Tweeterhead, or you wouldn't be watching this. So anyway, 7 o'clock Central Standard Time is when we're planning on going live next Wednesday. I hope it's a good show. And again, there's always going to be haters out there that feel like we don't do a good enough job. I could care less. We're going to do the best that we can with the information that we have, and we can only do so much. But I did want to at least give him the platform, and hopefully you will feel heard. And I don't want it to be a softball show. That's not the point. If I wanted it to be a softball show, I wouldn't have had him on. I would say, nope, go find somebody else. But I have believed in Tweeterhead in the past. I am hoping that I can continue to believe in Tweeterhead in the future. I think most of you feel the same. So anyway, put your questions down below, and I'm going to have them ready for the show. Also, we'll take questions from the live chat. And again, I told him it's going to be ugly. People are going to be mad and pissed off, and they're going to be very blunt. And he said, I'm willing to face it. So bring it on. Thanks for watching me ramble. I just wanted to give you guys a heads up of kind of like where my head is at and where the show is going to head on Wednesday. So hopefully, there's going to be drama. There's always drama that creeps in. But regardless, we're going to do the best we can here on the channel. Okay? Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the Batcave. Bye, everybody. Hey guys, thank you so very much for watching today, and if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button right here on the screen and check out these 2 awesome videos. I think you're going to love them. And also please join us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. I would love to have you join in all the fun. Thank you guys so very much for watching. See you in the Batcave.